Dear colleagues, my dear students, a very good morning to one and all. On behalf of organizing committee, myself Dr. Sunita, Head of Computer Science, warmly welcome you all to this 2 days international conference on artificial intelligence and inclusive technologies, which was sponsored by ANRF, Department of Science and Technology. Come to the Department of Computer Science. It is started in the year of 2008 with an intake of 60. Now the intake is increased to 360. And Computer Science Department having R&D Center from 2018 onwards with active research scholars from inside as well as outside. And also we got several research projects from AICT, DST, SERB, and also recently we got approved by AICT Idea Lab, and also now we are ongoing on the Margadarshan scheme for as a mentee institution. We are honored to host eminent dignitaries, researchers, academicians, and students from across the places. This platform aims to foster innovations, research, and collaboration in the field of intelligence technologies. I request your kind attention for 2 days conference, and I hope and strongly believe that at the end of this 2 day conference, we will able to mix, share good things, and share knowledge in the form of accumulation. So thank you once again. Now, I would like to begin this first session of inaugural, and now I take a pleasure inviting and guiding force behind this conference with a deep vision for academic excellence and the conference organizing convener, Dean of Computer Science, Dr. K.V. Samsurao sir, on to the days. It's my honor to invite Dr. Kailash Rao sir, Director of Student Affairs, onto the days. With utmost respect, I invite Dr. G. Sambasura sir, the Director of Academics, for being a pillar of academic inspiration and motivation of students. It's my honor to invite our dear Principal, Dr. C. Nagabastar Garu, whose continuous support and leadership drive ever ensure to attend our IIT. Now we are deeply honored to welcome our today's chief guest, an eminent technocraft, innovative entrepreneur and visionary leader in the field of smart technologies, Dr. Dasari Ramakrishna Garu, CEO, Electronic Systems Private Limited. Now I request all the dignitaries on the days and off the days for lighting the lamp.
ज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते शुभं करोतु कल्याणं आरोग्यं सुखसम्पदः द्वेषबुद्धिविनाशाय आत्मज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते आत्मज्योतिप्रदीप्ताय ब्रह्मज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते ज्योतिप्रदीप्ताय गुरुज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते।
Now I also request a student for prayer song.
गणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दितमहागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दितमहागणपतिम् महादेवसुतं महादेवसुतं गुरुगुहनुतं महादेवसुतं गुरुगुहनुतं मारकोटि प्रकाशं शान्तं महाकाव्यनाटकादिप्रियम् महाकाव्यनाटकादिप्रियं मूषिकवाहनमोदकाप्रियं महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दितमहागणपतिम्।
Thank you, Sriya. Now I take an opportunity to invite Dr. K.V. Sambiswara sir, the organizing time winner for this 2 days conference, for his opening remarks. So.
Thank you, Dr. Sunita. Good morning, distinguished Chief Guest Sri D. Ramakrishna Garu, CEO of Electronics Limited, Vijayawada, our college chairman, Dr. R. Venkatrao Garu, Dr. C. Nagabhaskar Garu, Principal of our institution, Dr. G. Samsarva Garu, Director of Academics, Dr. Kailash Rao Garu, Director Student Affairs, Dr. D. Sunita Garu, HOD of CS Department, convener of this conference, and all my dear beloved HODs, faculty members, invitees, esteemed delegates, and all invitees, and all my beloved participants. It's a good morning. It is an immense privilege to address you as the conference chair for the second international conference on recent advancements in artificial intelligence, computational intelligence, and information technology. It is acronymed as ICRAIC2IT 2025. On behalf of organizing committee, I extend a heartfelt welcome to all of you representing an immense array of 122 institutions across the globe. The institutions notably participating in this conference are Amity University, Vellore Institute of Technology, Veltech University, Sabita University, Amrita University, ISRO, National Forensic Science University, Nectar Infotech USA, Wright State University USA, California State University USA, Chandigarh University, Mahindra University, SRM, and so many. So these days the concept of this conference is artificial intelligence, computational intelligence, and inclusive technologies. As artificial intelligence and computational intelligence are rapidly transforming the way we think, work, and connect, these technologies not only push the boundaries of what's possible through learning, adaptation, and automation, they also hold a promise of creating more inclusive solutions that address diverse human needs and experiences. Inclusive technologies ensure that innovation reaches everyone regardless of ability, background, and circumstances. AI today is no longer a futuristic technology. It is vital force driving innovation in every walks of life. From precision agriculture to personalized medicine, from securing digital transformation or digital infrastructure to shaping smart societies. We are thrilled to host this conference, which has received an overwhelming response of 284 papers from various institutions across the globe. And we could select only 114 papers out of 218 papers submitted. And based on the nature of the papers received, we created 7 tracks. So, reflecting the themes of the conference. And each paper is reviewed in a double blind mode, and reviewers have recommended, basing on the recommendations of reviewers, we identified 40% of the received papers. And the tracks are following healthcare and medical diagnostics. This track has attracted more number of papers among all other tracks. We received 57 papers in this track and 29 papers were accepted. Medical imaging and bioinformatics, we received 35 papers and 11 were accepted. Computer vision and deep learning, 24 papers were received and 9 were accepted. NLP and multimodal AI, 43 papers we have received and 16 were accepted. Optimization and prediction, 31 papers we received and 10 were accepted. Cyber security, blockchain and IoT, we received 41 and accepted 14. Agriculture, social good and emerging technologies is the next highest track which has received 53 papers and 25 papers we have accepted. In total, the conference has accepted only 40.14% of the papers. Each of these tracks not only align with the real world challenges but also reflects the evolving nature of artificial intelligence and its transformative potential. All the papers which are accepted for presentation will also be published in Scopus indexed conference proceedings which are going to be published by Taylor and Francis Publications UK within 2 to 3 months of completion of this conference. So this conference is proudly sponsored by Anushandhan National Research Foundation, ANRF, a Government of India agency of New Delhi, with a grant of 150,000 rupees. We extend our sincere gratitude for their continued support and promoting research excellence across the country. Earlier, for the first edition of ICRAI C2IT, we also received a grant of 1 lakh rupees from SERB, Science, Engineering and Research Board, Government of India, and also 2.5 lakhs from All India Council for Technical Education. We sincerely thank our chairman, sir, Dr. R. Venkatrao Garu, for providing all the resources and the facilities. Dr. C. Nagabhaskar, principal of our college, Dr. Gupta Samsarao Garu, Director of Academics, Dr. D. Kailas Rao Garu, Director Student Affairs, and for their unwavering guiding and support. Our gratitude also extends to all the heads of departments, deans, directors, and dedicated faculty and student volunteers for their invaluable help, involvement, and commitment for making this event success. So, to all the participants, your enthusiasm and dedication to presenting your research papers are truly inspiring. These 114 accepted papers represent months of hard work, creativity, and intellectual rigor. I take this opportunity to warmly welcome all of you along with our keynote speaker, session chairs, reviewers, organizers, and all our participants who have taken the time and effort to make the event meaningful. Your presence greatly enriches the exchange of ideas we seek to cultivate. As we begin 2 days of thought-provoking engagement, I urge all of you to engage, question, share, network, and collaborate. Let this platform be a seed bed for ideas that shape our future. My sincere thanks to all the persons who have involved directly and indirectly in making this conference happen. My special thanks are due to my colleagues, Mr. Venugopal sir, Mr. Uma Maheswara sir, Mr. Satyanarayan sir, Nahida madam, Indraja madam, Shobana madam, Shanta Kumari, and all other by name. I could not read out at this place. All my associates of my department and allied departments. Once again, thank you for being part of ICRA C2IT. Wishing you all fruitful discussions, meaningful networking, and enriching conference experience. Thank you all.
So thank you, sir, for his opening remarks. Now I invite Dr. Kailash Rao, sir, for a few words.
Respected Chief Guest Ramchandra Garu, our respected Principal Nagabhaskar Garu, our Director Samsarao Garu, my friend Samsarao Garu, Dean Samsarao Garu, and all colleagues of computer science and other faculty members and respected students, dear students, and all, good morning to everybody. We are now conducting an international conference. It is like conference, seminar, or workshop, whatever it may be. What is the need of conduct of this type of conferences and all these things? I take only 2 minutes, not more than that. In every economy, situations are changing, conditions are changing, needs are changing, requirements are changing, circumstances are changing. Everything is changing. The world is a dynamic world. If you study all the traditional events and aspects, they are not useful now. For example, at the time of my study, rapid population growth is a great obstacle for economic development of the country in those days. But now, it is not correct. Our Chief Minister is saying, yes, you give importance for increase of population, child population. That's why our requirements have been changed. Yes, especially, it is a real fact in our India, we are suffering with the problem of structural unemployment. Previously, we suffered with the problem of disguised unemployment. It is mainly relating to rural areas. Now in urban areas, not only in rural areas, in urban areas, so we are facing the most important problem of structural unemployment. What does it mean? What is structural unemployment? Because of lack of the required knowledge, several people are unable to do the work in accordance with the changing requirements and needs. That is true. That's why we must give so much of importance for importance for the changing needs and the requirements to fulfill the changing needs. Yes, artificial intelligence is very, very most important as the subject nowadays. This type of seminars and conferences are giving so much of importance for the importance of artificial intelligence. Dear friends, you develop, you prepare, and you submit the papers relating to the changing knowledge which is very, very suitable for the changing needs of our society, country, economy. My appeal is you submit your papers in accordance with the changing needs and requirements. And I am very happy to congratulate the organizers, Sunita Madam and Samsaragar and other department people to invite me and give an opportunity to participate in this type of conference. Thank you very much.
Dignitaries on the dais and chief guest for today's program, Engineer Dasari Ramakrishna Garu, CEO and MD of Electronics Company Limited, and our academic director, Professor G. Samsarao Garu. And Director Student Affairs, Kailas Rao Garu, and main instrumental and the man who is behind this program is Professor K.V. Samsarao Garu and his team. Invitees, participants, resource persons, and from the other institutions, my dear faculty members, student friends, a very good morning to one and all. See, in our institution, we are having 4 R&D centers in almost all important departments. These departments are regularly conducting the national conferences, international conferences, workshops regularly in our institution. And very particularly, at the outset, I would like to congratulate the CSE department for conducting this international conference on the second time very, very successfully in our institution. I know very well, from last few months, the organizing committee members are working very relentlessly. They are doing a wonderful work, contacting all the people, inviting the papers, scrutinizing the papers, and finally finalizing the papers. They are doing a wonderful job. And actually, the DSP has sanctioned only 1.5 lakh for conducting this event. Whereas, the organizers are conducting this event with a budget of 15 lakhs, I am telling. All that amount is raised by the organizers with their hard work and commitment. Now, almost they are doing this project with a cost of 15 lakhs nearly. Really, I am congratulating, sir, for your department and all the members of your team. All of you know very well that globalization, because of the globalization, that recently this digitalization, automation is taking a lot of place in almost all the activities. That means whether it is in our education institution or whether there any service oriented organization or product producing organization, whatever it may be, in almost all organizations are moving towards the digitalization. Now, in this era of digitalization, I feel that this international conference theme is very apt. That means artificial intelligence, AI, computational intelligence, CI, and IT, inclusive technologies. This is a very, very right and useful topic to all the researchers. And I am confident that this workshop is going to act like a platform to all the researchers, academicians who are working in these research topics. We know very well this artificial intelligence, AI, with ML and deep learning technologies, they are working like equal to the human beings, like learning, problem solving, and decision making, etc. When come to these CI technologies, if you combine CI technologies with AI technologies, almost they are going to solve a very, very complex problems. And finally, by including these inclusive technologies also to these AI and CI, finally, we are going to do a lot of useful things for the society, a very equitable and accessible things for the society by doing this wonderful job. Really, I feel this is going to be contribute a lot to the society, and this workshop is going to throw a light onto very useful latest development areas. And I request all the students who are in the final year and those who are in the postgraduate students, please attend for this conference and get maximum advantage out of this. And I hope all the participants are also enjoy their stay for these 2 days in our institution. And along with the certificates, I am sure that they're going to carry a good, sweet memories also from our institution. And before concluding, I thank the management for generously sponsoring this event at our institution without having any constraints for the expenditure. One, before concluding, I am congratulating our chief guest also for sparing his valuable time and accepting our invitation and coming to here today to participate in this inaugural function. Thank you one and all giving this opportunity. I wish you all the best and good luck.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Satya, sir, Director of Academics, for a few words.
Good morning. Today's chief guest, a teacher, an entrepreneur, a researcher, innovator, and the second generation industrialist of Andhra Pradesh. So Dr. D. Ramakrishna Garu and our beloved principal, Dr. Nagabasar Garu, and Dr. Kailasrao Garu, and the convener of this conference, Dr. K.V. Samsara Garu, co-convener Dr. Sunita, and the head of the departments who are also associated with the conference, Dr. Rajendra Prasad Garu, Dr. Dasarath Garu, Dr. Rajendra Kumar Garu, and Mr. Murali Krishna, and other colleagues of the dais, and my dear student friends and the delegates. Very good morning to all of you. So, I have very little knowledge in the subject, this artificial intelligence, but what I understand is it's going to change the entire complexion of the world in the next few decades to come. Not few decades, not few years to come. And as an academic director here, I could find the change for the past few years in the industry environment or the placement environment. It is radically changing. The requirements of the industry is radically changing. That's why every one of you must adapt to this technology, artificial intelligence. Though it is a tool, it is not completely our life, it is a tool. As one of my friends said, I generated 10,000 lines of code for my project using AI in 2 minutes. But I'm afraid I may have to spend 2 years to fix the bugs. So that's the kind of situation now existing. And as an innovator, you need to develop powerful tools which helps you, which makes our lives easy. As Dr. Samsara Garu said, there are 4 areas he mentioned, but it has penetrated to all the areas, and definitely it is assisting us in technology and making our life more easy and more comfortable. So that way, as an innovator, you need to explore more possibilities, more developing more tools, and developing then algorithms, fault-free algorithms, which helps the mankind in developing the new applications. And I congratulate all the departments for having identified this as a topic, because now it is a burning topic of the entire world. And I also thank the efforts of Dr. Samsara Garu. I know he spends lot of time on this conference, and it's not easy to uh, pick the best papers out of 300 more papers uh, received from uh, all prestigious universities and also from the overseas. And I also thank the organizers, other co-convener Surita, and other head of departments, and also those who involved directly or indirectly in this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now it's my great honor and privilege to invite our esteemed chief guest, Sri Dasari Ramakrishna to address his gallery. So, with decades of experience and remarkable journey as a network and visionary leader, your speech is valuable to us, sir. Please.
Good afternoon to all of you. Good morning. Yeah. Fundamentally, already some of the speakers said there is a lot of changes happening. I hope all of us will agree there is a huge change is happening. What is that change and what we have to do and what is the direction the world is moving and what are our roles or what will be the future prospects to whether to do jobs or how we have to live and what will happens, all that let me try to put it in few minutes. Everything is becoming digital. All of you agree. Starting our cell phone and TV, and these are all which we are using day to day, and all our brand transactions with Paytm and all is all digital. That's the first fundamental aspect which we have to understand. And now, lot of cars or the EV or even automation or the manufacturing processes happening are all digital. Even the aeroplane or otherwise train controls, majority of them is now becoming digital. Simultaneously, all manufacturing activities, what is happening in any of the things. In olden days, we have a lathe and gates and a lot of things. Now all CNC machines are all digital CNC machine. End of the activator, before the activator, whatever is happening, everything is digital. And recently when I was in some of the trade fair in Germany, the synchronization of multiple motors, not only around that area, even the 100 kilometers away also can be synchronized at the accuracies of microsecond. So that type of technologies already in use. I am not talking what is going to be happen in future. They are all in use. Simultaneously, lot of micro, smallest things can be made which can be controlled. Suppose something is going into our body and into our heart and trying to make lot of changes and control all that. That means these type of devices is all digitally controlled. That means what is happening? Are we studying all that digital content into the system? That's what is. Now what is all that? They are all systems, not individual algorithms or small technology, all that. So everything is becoming systems. Now not these systems are interconnected with the other systems. Suppose you take a Amazon, I hope all of you are using. In Amazon system, how many systems are interconnected? Starting from the how you are started interacting your mobile and started from that mobile to the your Amazon platform, and from there again that platform is connected to the various banking platforms and then manufacturers platforms and the logistic platforms. If you see all that is seamlessly integrated and every result is completing, your transaction is completing less than a minute or even less than that. Again, is there any mistakes in that? Almost maybe 99% or 99.9% it is a automized without human interaction, everything is happening. Are we able to understand what is happening? Are we studying what is happening? That is what is today's digital technology. A car, a robotic automation system in a factory, multiple robots simultaneously holding the devices, that means frame and all, simultaneously some of the things is getting welded, and all that in a accuracies. Accuracies, there are two things. One is the precision at which it is moving. The second dimension is synchronization at what is happening. Suppose this is doing precision, but this is moving little faster than that, then automatically there will not be welded at the point where it has to be welded. So these are all highly synchronized, as I said, in a microseconds level synchronization. For all that, now the technologies are in place. Unfortunately, only in India we are only talking couple of technologies. One I feel is a hype technologies like AIML, but I don't say that AIML is not useful, but AIML is also one of the technologies which we have to use. Along with that, we have to learn all other technologies. End of the day, what we have to build is a holistic system building approach is needed. For that, what are the different ways to learn? Unfortunately, we are all thinking, when I study MTech in IIT Madras way back in 1981-83, all our content in our professors used to say IEEE transaction number so and so page to so and so, you study this sub-subject. That's how our teachers used to teach us. But today, same IEEE standards were at that place? No. All these manufacturers or the technology developers has way ahead of the professional directions, where these type of IEEE or these type of now every technology there is a alliance. Alliance will have multiple manufacturers who build the technology is come together as the alliance and they build the standards. Suppose if you want to understand how the Wi-Fi is working, Wi-Fi alliance is there. How the Bluetooth is working, Bluetooth alliance is there. And that alliance just not what they are doing and business, all the previous standards. They are all going to predict what is going to be our coming 5-year standards, and they are all the manufacturers agrees what type of standards they have to do, how they will be doing, how they will be able to interconnect and what the things. Suppose if you are buying one computer, another computer, other router, all that is interconnected with the same Wi-Fi. There is no necessity that all that should be different. That's where standardization is a biggest dimension at which the world is working. If you want to really learn, there is at least 40-50 alliances are there where you will be able to go and register into that alliance, and then you will be able to learn what is happening, what is the present technology, past technology and the future technology, and how these applications are all built. That is the first fundamental aspect. Now where the source of knowledge today available very easily. When we have started our organization way back 85, I have a biggest challenge to get insights of how the Motorola 68K CPU is working, but today it's not the challenge. But people in village also can get whatever the knowledge is needed from anywhere in the world. That's one dimension. Another biggest advantage today is if you want to develop something, if you have a good idea, there is a lot of people who are ready to give funds and guide and mentor. This is also a biggest direction. Say, I am one of the mentor in the STPI Vijayawada as chief mentor. From last 4 years, at least 1,000 startups were given assistance from starting from 10 lakhs to 1 crore. Even recently, that was even planning to give that. Now, at least I assessed 1,000 ideas, but the problem is ideas is not great. Ideas is all copied, but the problem is that, but the money is not the problem, or the mentorship is not a problem. These are all what is happening in the nation as well as internationally. Also. Now, the biggest challenge, what is it? I didn't remember your name, but what he said is a very important aspect. When the change is happening, are we able to change? How we are changing? For that, if you see how India is able to take up in an IT revolution, when we are talking about 98, 2000 time, what has happened? Indians has a very great knowledge on mathematics. Computers is mathematics. Computer language is mathematics. Mathematics very strong when I am seeing at 98, not only from Indian perspective, world perspective. US people also use it to say Indians are very strong in mathematics. Today, what is the big challenge which we are seeing is we don't have fundamentals in anywhere in the education system. All youngsters lost fundamentals. So if they don't have fundamentals, whenever there is a change is happening, we will be able to build from the fundamentals, not from the high level. So this is where the important aspects, all of you has to concentrate, whether you are a professor or you are a student, all of us has to go back to the fundamentals, and from fundamentals which we will be able to build the solutions. That is today what is happening in the world is towards the autonomy, independent thinking. Independent thinking comes from where? If I have fundamentals. If I can't copy from this, if Microsoft says something, or otherwise Google says something, or some NVIDIA says something, I am trying to copy, that means I am only, I don't have independence. I am only just copying that and trying to learn. That's what is happening, but that's not what it is. Now, so we have to start looking into the technology in depth. And in the depth is basics. I am not talking about understanding the high-end technologies, but understand what is the basics and what principles they are all working, what is it, is the thing. Other dimension, if I see as a overall world perspective, yesterday my niece came from US, she is getting around 2 lakh salary in New York, and she says 50% I have to pay as a tax. That means 1 lakh is gone. Another 50% she has to get a small single bedroom, this thing, around 45-50 lakhs, 45-50,000 towards the